Hey folks, just wanted to make a quick video this morning because I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep a little early, so I thought I'd make a video in DCS. So this is the open beta DCS 2.5 for you guys that don't have it. If you're currently running 1.5, you can go ahead and go to the DCS site and actually download this and install it. It'll basically create a new icon, and you'll notice quite a few changes from a graphical point of view, I guess. I don't know all the changes that are going on in beta right now, but it looks beautiful. It seems very stable. FPS is great. There's some visual differences that I picked up right off the bat. But anyways, I just wanted to make a short little video showing off the Spitfire, which I just installed a couple days ago. I don't really have any time flying it, and I don't have much time flying DCS in 2.5 beta at all. So I've been struggling the last week or so to actually get some skills back and set my keys up and get my joystick squared away. But anyways, this is the DCS Spitfire. Beautiful aircraft. See if I can give you an outside shot right there. And it's in some skins from 1944. Sounds amazing. I really like flying it when I get it airborne. It's been a struggle for me, but anyways, let's get back in the cockpit and we'll get this thing fired up. So I kind of got my keys set up in a certain kind of way. So basically, I've turned on the auto sequence startup. There is one procedure you have to do. Once these engines start cranking over, I actually have to do something. So, you know, how you start the aircraft, whether or not you go through a cold cockpit or whatever, that's, you know, up to you. I like to get in the air and fly. I did watch the tutorial videos and read the manual on this, so I do have a pretty good idea how to start it if I don't want to do auto sequence, but I'm not in a position right now to test my memory, so let's go ahead and just wait for this auto sequence to finish up, and then we'll get this thing cranked up and see if we can take off and fly around a little bit. So should be turning over here pretty quick. See, the textures are pretty nice. The skins are amazing. Beautiful aircraft. So we're getting close. Here we go. So now, yeah, this should fire up. Yeah, good. So now we're idle, but as you can see, beautiful textures. They could be a little bit better, maybe a little deeper in the cockpit. The outside textures look amazing. A lot of wear and tear, as you can see. But of course, anyone that's familiar with the Spitfire just knows this is probably a very iconic, beautiful aircraft that really represents some of the finest engineering from that time in the late 30s and 40s when this aircraft was being developed. So I don't think there's a single Spitfire I really don't like, but this is one of the iconic ones. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this done. So bear with me. Trying to remember everything right now. Now, back in the cockpit, we'll go ahead and taxi out. Each aircraft in DCS, and you guys that play it know that is unique to the sim, each module, and it requires you to basically set keys up for each aircraft. And if it's something you're not familiar with or you haven't done a lot, you can find it to be a little bit time consuming. and that was one of the reasons why I haven't been playing DCS as much, because the learning curve for this game is pretty high. And right now, I'm flying a very kind of, I don't want to say basic, because none of these aircraft are basic, but compared to the systems, of 27 or a 33 or an F-15, and now we're getting into the F-18 and whatever else is coming down the pike. So there's a steep learning curve with these games, and once you start to master them and employ the proper techniques and employment of the weapon systems and the systems themselves, you can really, really enjoy this game. And there's a bunch of people out there playing it that really have mastered quite a bit of it. And some of those groups or clans or squadrons have plenty of people in there that will definitely teach you and give you an idea of what to do, what not to do, and how to enjoy the sim. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think where the hell I'm at here. I guess I'm going to take a right there. So I don't know this airport, so bear with me. So DCS is getting pretty complicated with, they're going into the World War II scenario more and more. I'm sure there's more aircraft coming down the pipe, but they've got B-17s, and they've got the Normandy map, and they've got the 109 and the 190 and the Spitfire, and who knows? I mean, it's very obvious they're going to keep pushing this and just making a better sim over the coming years. So, sorry. All right, now I see where I'm at. This is not something I've done a lot of, so I'm trying to talk and fly this aircraft, and I don't even know this airport, so this is airfield. But I'm going to take a left here, and we should be able to get off if I can not crash this thing. So I'd just like to take off. I know I probably won't be able to land it, just for the simple fact that I've crashed every time I've tried to land it. No patience. And definitely, it's 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning now. I'm not in the mood to try to even make multiple passes. So let's go ahead and get this pretty aircraft powered up, slow and steady. Seems to want to roll to the left. There we go. I'm up. It's not pretty. Trim it out a little bit. Whoa. Wow. Okay. I didn't use any flaps taken off. Trimming this aircraft is been a hassle for me. I seem to go full elevator nose trim down, and she still wants to climb. So, and that's with no flaps. So, that could be just the way the aircraft is set up, but here we go. Go ahead and give you a flyby. Listen to that. Wow. Oh. Gonna red myself out. So, as you can see, I'm still slightly nose down on my stick, and I'm full elevator trim, almost full elevator trim nose down. So, if we can get a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so there's no more elevator trim. You can see right there on the left-hand side, that knob is pretty much maxed out. And I'm still giving it some nose down on the stick, just to keep it flying level. So this is probably something, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the gun sight right there, as you can see. This is probably something that I'm going to have to play around more and fly with some people that are a little more familiar with this aircraft and the flight control systems, because I haven't spent more than a few days flying this Alright, so flies pretty nice. This is DCS 2.5 open beta. It is beautiful. There's no weather in here. You can see my frame rate. I'm pretty much getting about 70 FPS, and I'm playing pretty high detail at 2715 by 1527, which should show up at 1440 on YouTube, I believe. But it should look pretty good. So go ahead and give you another flyby. There we go. Wow, it sounds really nice. Back in the cockpit, and I'll give you a flyby where I'm not actually going to turn. There we go. Listen to that. Almost like watching a movie. Ooh. Okay, coming back around. And some of you are probably saying, yeah, let's see you land this thing, creeps. But yeah, is that even possible? I guess we can give it a whirl. So I was just talking to a fellow simmer not too long ago, and he gave me a couple of tips, but I don't know how that's going to work out. So let's go ahead and figure this out. Slow down. I really wish that, as you can see, when I let go of my stick, and my stick is centered, right? See that? She just wants to climb. You know, and I'm full nose down on the elevator trim, and she's still wanting to climb. Let's just see something. Let's go into controls for a second. Maybe we can learn something together. Adjust controls, and there's any calibration? I don't see any calibration. Okay, I'm stalling it. But modifiers, clear, default, axis. Okay, let's get back in. Okay, easy. Wow, yep. Yeah, I'll have to do this on the ground, but I don't know, maybe I need to recalibrate my stick, or the axis need to be changed a little bit, but let's give you a slow flyby. Beautiful aircraft. Wow, that's just incredible. Alright, so we'll go out here and see if we can just go ahead and land this aircraft. About 220 knots right now, so we're not too fast. I want to get a little distance out there and make my approach straight in, and I can, you know, kind of have a little more time to make my corrections. And this angle of attack that keeps rising is really aggravating with this stick, and I'm not sure if I, you know, don't have the stick properly set up for this aircraft. The Mustang doesn't do it, but the Spitfire does. And you know, there's no external fuel tanks, there's no hard points on the aircraft, there's no weapons on the aircraft besides the cannon and machine gun. So I don't really see what the issue is. You know, there's actually a setting where you can trim the stick itself, but it seems like when I do that, the setting doesn't stay, and it's pretty drastic. I don't particularly care for it. So I've always been able to trim the aircraft with elevator trim in most of my sims. But let's go ahead and slow this down. 200 knots, and we'll bring the flaps down at 190. Flaps coming down. Okay, little power, dropping too much. 140. Gear coming down. You can almost hear it. So nice and easy. I'm a little fast. You got to really touch this aircraft pretty soft as far as when you're coming in. I mean, the last time I landed, I did land, I crashed. It wasn't as bad, but in real life, it would have been the last time I've flown anything. So anyways, at 160, this really bleeds airspeed off. If you're watching the needle, my speed indicator, you can see it bleeds off. I'm 120 right now. I'm staying about 120. Flaps are down. So here we go. I made a nice flare coming off the power a little bit. Just let it sink a little bit, nice and easy. Not too much. A little bounce, but not too bad. So that's probably my best landing right now in this aircraft. I'm a little calmer right now. It's about 3:30 in the morning. There's no distractions, no one walking around, and my dog is sleeping right next to the chair, so it gives me a chance to focus. I had to give him 2 tangerines and some snacks, and he finally passed out. So that's it. That is a Spitfire. I need to figure out what's going on with trim, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to make another video here very shortly, just showing off an SU-27 in this DCS Open Beta World 2.5. So I'm only making these videos for you, folks that are unfamiliar with DCS and where it's at. And I'm not really doing any justice, but I'm just trying to bring a little bit of advertisement to DCS, as far as maybe people will stumble on the sim and go, oh my god, wow, that's incredible, and it exists. So some people may not be familiar with it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I think that's the first successful landing I've had in the Spitfire in the last 4 days. It is. So that's it. I'm not a pilot. I'm not even a good sim pilot, but I sure do have fun flying. So I'll talk to you later, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.